I just want to say thank you to everyone who watches my YouTube channel. And if you don't think a Savannah monitor will play tug of war, you're wrong. Because they will. And they're actually really good at it. There we go. So if you guys like my videos, ooh, he's strong. Please go ahead and leave a like. That helps grow my channel. Also, please comment on my videos. I love interacting with you guys. It's a lot of fun, and I get to answer questions and see that you guys care. And if you're not a member of the family, you can go ahead and subscribe. It's free. It helps me grow the channel even more. And I've listened to you guys, and I do have a Patreon down below. Oh, alligator death roll. So please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, bell icon. Thank you guys for being a member of my reptile rescue family. Now, until Christmas 2020, I'm going to have a GoFundMe link in the description if you're looking to donate to help me buy some film equipment. Our family really appreciates it. Thanks. Take care. Everyone who wants a black throat monitor update, we are going to do a black throat monitor update today. I'm going to go into just everything that's been going on for you guys to keep you updated and what I do to really bond with these guys. So, I haven't posted a video since it's been right away, just so everyone knows, because like for the first couple days, I actually extremely limit the interaction with the monitor because, you know, they went through, let's be honest, the shipping event is really traumatic, right? Box gets dropped, you know the whole story. Who knows if it's flipped upside down or shooken around? You don't know. So, shooken. Yeah, there we go. Shaken. Shaked. Shook. So the first couple days, I really just limit the interaction. Don't want to do much. There's not really much to see. In fact, family and stuff came over. Everyone wanted to check them out. And nope. I said, no, you're not going in there. We're going to just let them just mellow out and chill out. So that was start number one. Now, the nice thing is, you know, I've said him, and before I haven't known, well, no, this is definitely a boy, because during some feedings, he gets pretty dominant, let's say, and excited, and you can see his male parts, both of them. So we know it's a boy, which is sweet, because that means this guy could potentially get huge. 8 feet, 9 feet maybe, that would be great, but safe to say 6 feet. So cool. So that's part one. And then the other part of what I want to do is, and people have mentioned this to me, and I knew this, and actually a famous reptile YouTube, probably the largest reptile channel on YouTube, got a black throat monitor after me. And in fact, I even mentioned in one of his videos, why don't you get a black throat monitor, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. He gets, you know, millions of comments, so who knows if he even saw it. But anyways, he got a black throat monitor baby as well. And he was showing it, and he was interacting with it, and he got bit by it. And this is what people have said. So black throat monitors, and by the way, behind the camera, I'm Italian if you guys don't know, so I'm speaking. I'm waving my arms around like a mad person, okay? So he does not like that. But he got a black throat monitor, and he got bit by it. No skin breaking, really, nothing. You know, these guys are, that means a baby, right? And these things are going to tail whip you before anything, which is why it's really important you tame them down. But what has happened is black throat monitors have a very, very normal, mild venom when compared to other things, really in their saliva. And it's really more their saliva. So they don't have, like, you know, special venom like a snake that they're just pumping venom into you, okay? Now, the thing is, depending on how allergic a human can be, this mild venom can, you know, put swelling in your lymph nodes, you know, give you headaches, give you body aches. There's normally very mild reactions that only normally last a day. I will tell you, for this guy, like the second day, as I've been pushing interactions with him, bit me like, or nibbled on me like 3 or 4 times, and I'll kind of go into that, but not really intentional, because so as part of the interactions, I put my hand down in the tank, and as trying to get underneath, he'll always try to like wedge his nose underneath, and very, very, very interested intelligence mode, right? And then would kind of open his mouth and kind of see if I was food or not. And that's something, you know, you've got to be ready for. So I knew that there was a chance that I could have this reaction, but it would also be a good test. Now, the main thing is this is why you really want to tame this guy down, because one is you don't want to get bit by a full size, you know, 70-pound monitor lizard that's 8 feet long. And you don't want to get tail whipped by one of them either, because right now his tail is like really small and it whips you and it's just a little sting. But think about like a 30-pound missile coming and hitting you. So that's parts number one. So how do you tame this type of guy down? Well, there's a couple main ways to tame a monitor down. The best thing is you put your scent where they feel the safest. So in this, for most monitors, their hide, so in this case, this half log here is going to be the safest spot for them. That's where they sleep. That's where they'll also retreat to just to feel safe during the day, even when they're not sleeping. So what do? Well, I get a couple socks, and I have multiple because, you know, the lizards that I rescue. And I use dress socks, but it could be whatever, because I just happen to have, you know, a lot of old dress socks that have worn through and stuff like that. And I just toss them in my bed. And I sleep on them. I sleep with them in my bed for like 3 or 4 days to get my scent on them. And then I just put one in the hide. And I change it out every few days. And then those I wash with water, but I've got a stack of old socks in my bed. They go in the hide, they swap out, so then the dragon, the monitor, the lizard, whatever you have, when they're in the hide, they're smelling, they're getting a scent, they're sleeping directly on top of, they feel the most comfortable where? With your scent. So that's why it's very important when you interact with these guys. I like to wash my hands way in advance, like an hour before I interact with these guys. And then, you know, I just keep my hands clean. Maybe I'm just on my computer or I'm on my bed just watching TV or whatever. That way then I can interact with them with fresh, clean hands that don't smell like soap. They don't smell like lotion. They smell like me, and they already think of the smell as me as safe. The other thing is, when I go to interact with them, I don't put my hand, like again, you know, you saw with Simba, I don't go anywhere where I feel like they would not be safe. So if he's ever going to that hide, I don't ever block him going to the hide. I don't ever go after him when he goes in the hide. He knows that is the safe zone. So that's number 2. Now there's a couple things you can do. The other thing is when your monitor gets a lot larger, is you can start interacting with them in your bathtub, because your monitor lizard will be very relaxed in the water. And if you're in the water, let's say they want to stay above water, they'll come to you to feel safe. They'll grip onto you. You'll be their land. So when I was taming down Simba, I took just in lukewarm water baths. There, he's trying to tail whip me because I'm flicking my finger up and down as I talk. I took lukewarm baths with him, and he would just come sleep on my chest. He would want to keep his head above water so he doesn't drown. And I was in there, and so he used me, and then he recognizes me as safe. Okay, great. The other thing you can do is you can interact with your lizard while they are in intelligence mode. So right now, he is not in intelligence mode. He's in fear mode. You can see the dark, his beard, his neck is extremely dark, extremely black. The tip of his nose is a little bit blacker, and his tail is like wound up, like ready to whip, okay? So he's in full defensive mode. We want to get him out of that mode. So one thing that, you want to do other things to involve. So I'll show you. So I've got a mason jar here with some water because his water was a little bit light here. And I'm just going to pour this water in from up top. Watch how he changes. From the noise. See the tongue? The tongue is moving. He whipped towards me to show dominance, but he's looking at the water. He's getting out of that dominance mode. The tail is moving. I'm going to lower the jar down. We're going to move this jar over by him. Hopefully he's going to want to check it out. Yeah, see him smelling. He wants to check this out. I'm actually going to tip the water forward, so maybe when he sticks his tongue in there, he could get some scent. But see how he's kind of turning away? He comes out of that aggressive mode into intelligence mode. Because he says, what is this water that's dripping? What is that? Zoom in on him so you can really see him He's starting to lay his head down and everything. I'm gonna bring this jar out of the cage. So you can do things for all lizards, even snakes. You guys can do things to get them out of that. Now look how calm he is. His head laying down and everything. You can get them out of their aggressive mode into their intelligence mode, which is really, really cool. So I actually have a big Blackthroat monitor update that I'm going to film after this for you guys. But if some of you might be saying, hey, you've had this monitor for so long and, you know, a couple weeks now, and he doesn't seem super tame, why is that? He does seem way more tame than would normally be, but why isn't he like coming onto your hand and everything like that? We're going to go into that in the next video. Take care, guys. Thank you guys for supporting my reptile rescue family.